Good morning once again. This is Francis speaking to you from Web3 Bridge. Okay, I'm here to give you an update on what I've learned so far in the previous weeks. Okay, so last week I learned a lot. We learned how to build projects on our own, how to deploy those projects, verify and interact with the project. Okay, so here I'm just gonna tell you or show you a project that I built. Okay, which is a piggy bank. Okay, we all know, familiar with a piggy bank where we can deposit or where we put in our money, and at the end of a certain period we just destroy the bank and take our money. So this is what I'm trying to implement here using solidity. Okay, so here the bank is created. Okay, the contract with this piggy bank is created and is assigned to the owner. Okay, why is this assigned to the owner? So it is only him that has the right to destroy the bank. Okay, that is after withdrawal. It receives data. That is why the receive function is here. Okay, so after writing this contract, okay, you have to deploy it to a testnet. So to deploy it, you have to use Hadat. Okay, Hadat is a framework that is used to interact with solidity and smart contracts. Okay, so on installations you have access to these files and folders here on the left. Okay, then you go to the deploy to the scripts folder and create a deploy.ts where you can write a logic for deployment of your contracts. So before that you have to import your latest run and your network from the Hadat protocol. So from the Hadat environment that has been given to you already. Okay, also you have to configure your Hadat.ts. Okay, to receive your RPC URL, which is the node you use for deployment and verification, the private key. Okay, to sign the contract and also your API key to verify. So going to the deploy.ts, okay, you have to state the contract you are trying to deploy, which is the bank here, and you're getting it using this method get_contract factory. Okay, so this is an asynchronous function, so you have to await the result. So the result piggy bank.deploy is being saved in this constant piggy bank. Okay, after that you have to also verify. Okay, this is the method that deals with the verification and is taking the contract address that is being deployed, and if there's any agreement it will take it to and also verify the contract. So we are calling this function here. Before we call this function in this place, that is an if statement, we have to be able to ascertain whether the network is not a Hadat network, that is a testnet. So the network is a testnet because the chain ID is equals to 4. Okay, and it has the EtherScan API key for verification. Also, verification does not happen immediately because you have to ascertain that the deployment go through. Okay, and deploying on the testnet takes a while, so we are going to wait. Okay, so that is where we call this function piggybank.deploy transaction.wait for 6 blocks to be mined before we can call the verified method. So this is an async function. Okay, so you have to await it, and this main here is to check if the process go through. If it's successful, fine. If it's not successful, it will print out the error for you. So after deployment and verification, you will get a URL, okay, telling you that the deployment was successful. Okay, and so this is the URL. You have to, when you click on it, it takes you to your smart contract that is being verified. So here you are going to get the contract click on the enter scan. You're also going to get your API settings, and your API contract API is what is being interacted with on the front end, and also the bytecodes that perform the transactions. So this is a simple rundown of what I did last week. Okay. Thank you very much for your time. Hopefully next week we'll go into more details about how to interact with smart contracts and also other contracts that are already deployed on blockchain. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.